welcome back to Hermitcraft. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I was going to be spending some time working on the caretaker's house and getting some more stuff done there, and I probably will to a certain degree. However, something else has occurred to me. That number right there, 845, distance flown by elytra. I was thinking I would kind of like to give it a try to see how high I can get that number to go. I figure it shouldn't be too difficult. I do have a certain amount of experience at traveling long distances in Minecraft. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the end and get some repair done on my secondary elytra. Whoa. Hello. Not a great landing. What do we have here? All right. Ha 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 ha. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first one of these I've found, and no, it's not the first one. It's the second one I've found. And looky here. It couldn't have been in an easier to find place. Right here in the middle of things, right next to the white portal. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. That's cool. Okay. I guess I'll have to be making a stop over at the Hermitron place. But I think first I'm going to head to where I was going originally. I'm going to head off to the end and get some repairs done. And I'll catch up with you at the Hermitron Hall. Oh, I get all turned around when I come out of that portal. All right, I'll catch up with you in a bit. All right, heading over here to the Hermitron Hall. I think I've finally worked out a way to how you're supposed to actually come to a stop, and that's by changing directions, reversing your direction over and over again once you're over your destination. Because this way. That way you kill your speed, you stay over your destination, you get to come to a nice controlled stop. 5.3.17 important rules update. Okay, what do we got? Only keep one mythic on your wall at any time. Okay, I don't think I have a mythic. Unless there's one in this box. We'll find out. Alright, so yeah, that bit with the reversing your flight direction over and over, I'm starting to get the hang of that. And that makes it a lot more easy to actually come to a controlled stop. And so no more getting splattered. Okay, that's an A10, that's an A1, A19, oh boy, A2, A14, and an A16. So 16, 14, 19, 10, A2, and A1. All right. Now these ones that I have are A1s, but somebody pointed out that without the mythic, you can't complete the set. And that false symmetry did in fact complete this particular set. But I recall seeing something somewhere about sets being recycled eventually. So let's see what's in here. A10, 6, 3. Oh boy. It could take a person a while to go through A1C. I've already got that one. It's a common. Wow. That's really common. All right. Okay, I think what I need to do is to go through this and the stuff that I've got in the box, or, well, that I got in the box. Let's see. Let's just line these up down here, and I'm also going to pull these off of the wall, and then I'm going to go back there and go through those boxes to see what I could possibly pull together out of what's available, and so on. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be back. All right, I've been through this stuff several times, and the best that I can come up with is the fact that the A1 series is the one single one that I can assemble the most of its members of. There's the A14 series, there's 4 of those available, plus the one that I have, which would make 5, but I've got 6 of the A1s. So I'm going to just go ahead and stick with the A1s for right now. I know it's probably not the best option in the world, but there you go. I don't know. I don't know what I can do. Maybe it's possible that other A1s... Oh, come on. I really sometimes dislike item frames. You got to be just the right position to aim something into them. There. Okay, well, that's where that stands for the moment. And I'm going to leave it that way for right now. If I find some more, then perhaps I can do better. But who knows? Good trades are yet possible. In the meantime, about this flight number, which currently stands at 847, my goal today is to see how much I can increase that. So I'm going to head back to the diamond. I'm going to pick up some more rockets and engage on a little bit of a flight and see how much I can increase that number. And who knows? Yeah, that was a much better landing. Alrighty, what do I got here? Got a bunch of flight duration 1s. I may use them eventually, but let's see. Yeah, I got some 3s in here. I'll just stick that in there. Alright, yeah, I'm going to want to be able to switch in flight in the event I run these things out, because I've looked it up, and they're good for about a little over 7.5 minutes of flight if you're doing it non-stop at one go. And so actually, I've got an ender chest around here somewhere. I'm going to take a few minutes to locate that and take it with me, because that way I can just leave those in there and have a few other things, like, for example, an anvil or something, should the need arise to do repairs on the fly, well, while out, then I can open up the ender chest, get out an anvil and some leather, and do that. I've got enough XP for one good repair, and so on. Well, I don't know. I want to see how much I can add to this 800 number. See if I can get it, say, over 1,000 or 1,100 today, and who knows how far I can get it to go. All right, I'll be back. All right, so the plan that I have here is I'm going to repeat a flight that I've done before. You may recall a flight a while back where I achieved something like almost 5,000 meters in altitude on the y-axis. So what I'm going to do is basically sort of repeat that flight. Not necessarily going for that much altitude, but for the range that I flew in that flight. I'm going to head off here to the west initially, and I'm going to fly out probably 6,000 or 7,000 blocks which is about where I flew to last time. And then when I get out that way, do a 180 and fly back this way, passing the mesa, and go about 6,000 or 7,000 blocks east of the mesa, and then turn back this way and fly back to the mesa. Now, based on that previous flight, that should pretty much just about use up the durability on the elytra. At which time I go out to the end, and the ender, take advantage of mending, get the thing repaired, and come back here and do it again. And see what that does for my number there. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep because I want to take off in the daytime just for the heck of it. Not that there's anything to see, because flying at altitude like that, you're high up enough that there is literally nothing to see. So I'm going to just use my F3, do a sprinting takeoff, and we're off. And I'm just going to go ahead and climb up to altitude and begin my coasting. Just a simple, brief mid-flight update. I'm up to 875. This is the first flight still. Elytra is at 285 durability. I have plenty of rockets, and I'm on the eastbound leg. Pretty much, I've just passed over the diamond, heading east, and I'll be going for quite a while yet. And if I hit F5, you'll notice that nothing happens. At least there's nothing to see. At this altitude, I can't even see the ground. So I'm going to just keep going on, and I'll check in when I get back to the diamond. Okay, I am getting back in the area of the diamond. I have pitched way down to start losing some altitude. In fact, now is the time to whip around the other direction and back and forth to start losing some speed. And try to stay in the same general area until I get close enough to the ground that I can see it. I should have been descending a lot further out, I think. It's hard to gauge that, though. I need X minus 1200 and the Z about positive 1100 or so. And that will put me in the neighborhood of the diamond. The altitude gets down somewhere in the neighborhood of 250, I should begin to be able to see the ground. The objective is to miss the ground. Flip around the other direction. That kills speed, keeps me in the neighborhood that I want to be in. Down to 480. My distance is up to 912. Flip around. Alright, down to 370. I should start seeing the ground sometime soon. Hey, there's the ground. And let's change direction. Alright, I think I know roughly where I'm at. Yes, I'm out here by the Hall of Patrons. It means the diamond is this way. Ah, there we go. Use another rocket to keep going. Shouldn't need F3 anymore. Yeah, alright, here we are. There's Tango's place. And there's the diamond. Alright, let's see if I can get the landing good. Ooh, that was slick. Alright, distance for this flight, 916. Started at, what was it, 847? Not bad. Okay, I'm off to get this sucker repaired before trying another flight. Alright, back here at the diamond once again, and I'm going to repeat that flight as many times as I can, and I think just to keep the boredom factor down, in terms of a video watching me fly when there's nothing you can see, not even the ground, I'm just going to check in after I return to the diamond on each flight. And so, we're off again. Alright, end of flight number 2. I'm up to 981. On the first flight, I got 69 kilometers. On the second flight, 64 kilometers. And yeah, so I'm glad I had the second one actually out of the ender chest this time, because that one durability got awfully low. I'm off to do some repairs and go for flight number 3. Okay, third flight is over with, and I am now up to 1082, which is a 235 kilometer gain from when I started. Coolness. This time around, I decided that since I had 2 elytra with me, starting with both of them at full repair, I flew until this first one was down to 125, swapped it out for the second one, and instead of trying to do the power dive to get down to altitude to return to the diamond on the first leg, on its second leg coming back, or the third leg, whatever it was, I decided to just keep overflying and just keep flying back and forth by a couple of thousand kilometers each way until I got down to an altitude where approaching the diamond for a landing would be easier and make more sense. So yeah, that worked out pretty good. I'm going to go get these repaired and go for flight number 4. I'll be back when that's over. Alright, I just finished up the 4th flight, and I'll tell you what, I'm doing pretty good here. Distance flown is now 1191, and that means that my total gain since the start of this episode, I started out at 847, and I'm now at 1191, which is a gain of 344 in just 4 flights. Of course, those flights averaged anywhere from around 7 minutes or so to as much as 8 or 9. Well, because of the fact of 2 elytra and the fact that you can switch them in flight. Yeah, that was pretty good. Doing very good with that. My internet connection, however, is not doing so good, and as you can imagine, I really don't want to risk losing connection while flying. This would qualify as a bad thing. At least I can't help but to think it would be a bad thing. So, I am going to, for the moment, call a break on the quest to jump my distance flown number. And by the way, I know that Minecraft by default records that as a distance in centimeters, but the server has a thing in place that if I look at this, statistics, scroll down here, distance by elytra, you see here it's being recorded in or converted to kilometers. So yeah, I don't know why why Minecraft defaults to recording it in centimeters. It seems to me that that's just a little bit too fine-grained for something like flying by elytra. But hey, what the heck? What do I know? I'm just a guy that's using it and looking at the numbers and thinking, huh, what? in any event, I'm going to continue my quest to raise that number up really nice and high and see how high I can get it. And I'm going to do some more of this flying off camera between now and next episode. And next episode, we'll see what I've managed to get up to. I think I might be able to do pretty good. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.